Building old cars always presents its own unique set of challenges, but what happens when we have to find those discontinued hoses? I'm talking about the random coolant lines, the transmission oil cooler lines, the power steering return lines. Now we could just use a line from the auto parts store and an easy coil to shape it, but there's a better way, and I'm gonna show you how. What if I told you that we can mold our own custom hoses with boiling water and ice water? And here's how.
We're going to be making this heater hose, and as you can see, there is a nice radius to it which we want to keep. Now, like many hoses for old cars, this part is discontinued and you can't just buy it new from Toyota anymore. And while we can probably find something in an auto parts store that's relatively pre-bent the same way, and we can just cut that to shape, that's not always going to be the case. And also, what's cooler than coming up with your own solution that can work for anything? So obviously the problem is that when you have a piece of straight hose like this and you try to bend it into certain shapes, it tends to kink in the middle of those bends. And this is how we're going to make our own custom hoses using boiling water and ice. You're going to need some of these spring tube benders, which are used for something else that's not automotive entirely, but we can repurpose them for this case. And what these are going to allow us to do is stick them either inside of the hose or around the hose, and basically make bends in the hose that will stay in place because it's supported by the rigidity of the spring tube bender, so the hose won't collapse on itself. And that's going to be what we use as like a mandrel in a way. And then we're going to use a zip tie or something, wire, anything that we can to hold the hose in the shape that we want to mold it into. Now, sometimes you do have to give it a little bit more of a bend than you're expecting because it springs back, kind of like when you're bending tube, but overall, just hold it in place in the shape that we want it to be molded into, and then we'll move on to the next step, which is boiling up some water. Basically, we're going to submerge the hose into the water or hold it above in the steam, and then we're going to immediately dunk it into an ice bath afterwards to like lock in the shape. I have done this with 3/8 hose, 5/8 hose, and that really thick Gates green stripe stuff, and I've never had a problem. You do need to adjust the time that the hose stays heated depending on the size, but I do around 30 seconds for 3/8 and maybe 60 seconds, maybe a little less for 5/8. And what we're doing here is we're finding a way to, in quotes, vulcanize the rubber with our own tools at home for basically free, which allows us to create these extremely difficult to find and or discontinued parts that nobody can buy anymore.
All right, you guys ready for the magic? We're gonna go ahead and slide this zip tie off, and you can already tell that bend is in place. Pull out our spring tube bender. You can see we have a nice bend there, and this bend is gonna be held in place once you install it. It's never gonna bend back. Look it, it's not gonna go back. So we have a nice radius there, and we're gonna be able to have a tube that's bent without having a kink.
And now we're doing the second part of the bend. So if you remember, that hose had two bends. It had the initial like 180 sweep, and then it kind of had a smooth 90 to finish it off and connect to the heater core. Now, you can also do compound bends, like if you have bends going in different directions. So let's say you have something where there's a 90 that's facing you. I'm trying to help visualize this. And then it goes 90 degrees down, cuts off to the right, and then goes 90 degrees in a different direction. You can just bend and hold the tube in that shape, put it in the water, and you'll be able to make any compound bend that you need to make.
So as that heater hose is sitting in the ice, I just want to show you guys, I use the same technique on these two lines right here for the hydro fan. And these are actually like compound bends. They go in two separate angles, but once they're in a rough shape, you can just kind of, they're still very malleable and they retain that bend, so you can put it where you want to put it. I did it for this line right here, which as you can see has a 90 in it. I did it for my power steering lines, for the power steering reservoir, not the high pressure lines, of course. And these, you cannot find those snake way deep in there. You can't see them, but those were kind of hard to bend too. And then of course, you do have normal vacuum tubing like this that you can just shape how you want to shape it. And you don't have to do any sort of forming. But for certain heater hoses, and of course, you know, power steering reservoir hoses and things like that, where you can't find them for old cars, this is extremely useful. Let's go ahead and go take that heater hose out of the ice bath. All right, so this is gonna be the same thing. There's no trickery and there's no deceit here. We're gonna pop off the zip tie, pull out the spring tube bender, The bend on this side, we weren't going for as dramatic of a bend, but now we have, although it's a little crooked, we can just straighten it like that, but we have that heater hose bent. We just have to trim it on this side, trim it on this side, and we will have the exact hose that we need for that heater control valve. And there we have it. That is a near perfect, if not perfect, replacement heater hose for this valve right here. As you can see, it's gonna fit perfectly. I know the valve is broken, we gotta replace it. I snapped it off when I was pulling the engine out, but that's gonna go right here in the Supra engine bay, come right off of that port or that barb and sweep up to the heater control valve. And yeah, that's how you make custom hoses if you can't find them or if they're discontinued. Super useful for old cars. So it has been about a week since I went and shaped this hose. I got busy and wasn't able to install it, but it's important to show you guys that it did hold its shape. It's not going to ever go back to how it was unless we do the same method, put the spring tube bender inside of it, straighten it out, and then re-vulcanize this hose. So this is going to retain its shape, especially when it's installed in the car and it's forced to stay in that shape forever. As you can see with other hoses that I have made for the car that I showed earlier in the video, this method really does work. Now I do want to say I did not originally come up with this idea. Like many people, I saw something on YouTube. I saw that a guy was using like a copper wire or a battery wire or something. He put that into a hose, then used a heat gun to shape it. And then I just kind of came up with this whole boiling water, ice water thing, and it worked really well for me. And I think it's a really good addition to that method. So hopefully this helps you guys out. But yeah, that's all I got for this video, guys. If it was helpful, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, leave a comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later. And if you're new here, the two current projects are the right-hand drive Mark III Supra and the LS Swap Land Cruiser on 38s. So make sure you subscribe to check out these builds.